Oh! He is...
A key roll-off here which decides if the cavalry get their charge bonuses or not.
They'll miss.
Aaron
Gets the 6 and wins the fight.
We're going to go for Snogger because he's been sneaking about.
Big hit on Mount Hurt. Oh, it's a wound!
Do not have the might to win that one. Yeah, it's looking bad.
Hello and welcome to another Battle Games in Middle-earth YouTube video. I'm Harry and today we've got a battle report, 600 points of battle report featuring Ugluk Scouts versus a Rohan Gondor Alliance. It's going to be a great one. We've got some analysis interspersed between the action, voiceovers, speeding things up. We'll keep track of all the heroes' might and all that sort of stuff, and we're playing by a clash by Moonlight, so it could be an interesting one, shooting more powerful but shorter range in this scenario that's all about killing heroes. Now let's find out a little bit more in detail about Matt and Nathan's armies today.
Hello guys, it's me, Nathan, from the community, that one. I'm here today with my post-War of the Ring Faramir Eowyn marriage alliance. It's not particularly good because it's led by Faramir, who I'm vocally quite critical of anyway. Eowyn tends to do quite a lot of work in this one. My plan is quite vague. I'm going to roll a lot of 6s. Faramir's going to charge stuff and die, and Eowyn will mop up the piece at the end of it.
Also included in Nathan's thematic alliance is a Rohan captain leading a contingent of riders of Rohan, mostly armed with throwing spears, and also Beregond and an Avenger bolt thrower leading some Citadel guard for the shooting capabilities.
Hi, I'm Matthew, another Lincoln Imps local. Today I'm running Ugluk Scouts, so my list consists of all 4 of the named heroes, and each with about 10 or so guys in. I've got 1 banner as well, which is an essential. There's no objectives, so it's all about killing. My army's alright at that, and seeing my opposition, I think it's fairly even, but I've got the numbers, so I'm definitely going to try and utilise that. I think both I've got some bows which are kind of nullified a little bit perhaps, but perhaps not as much as the enemy, so that might also work in my favour. So I think swarming, traps, shooting into combats.
Matt eloquently sums up his army there, but forgets to mention the animosity rule that means if an orc and an Uruk-hai are in the same fight together, not including spear supports, they get +1 to wound. Nathan will have to be very careful to try and avoid that. Now let's get cracking. Matt will be using red and black Imps gaming dice, while Nathan will be using Entmoot Patron exclusive dice, as well as some other non-red and black specials.
1 minute.
Yep.
Big 5.
Oh,
Nice start.
Cheers.
Of course.
So I'll get that one in a second. Oh my god. I've even changed dice.
There we go, then big 6.
Oh my god! How many rolls is this for?
2.
Hey! Okay, so Matt deploys first then.
Cheers.
After those insane deployment rolls, Matt opts to deploy his models in the woods, which seems like a great idea because he has woodland creature on his Uruk-hai scouts, but it does give Nathan the opportunity to deploy behind those enormous palisades with a machine gun-like Avenger bolt thrower and the Citadel Guard bows. It could be a big mistake for Matt. Other than that, the deployment's fairly obvious, with the Knights deploying on the right to protect the Avenger bolt thrower, and the Rohan Riders and the Royal Guard all deploying behind the palisades, offering up very few options really for the Uruk-hai. Either charge a machine gun and Faramir with his Knights, or try and get behind those defensive walls. It's a tricky start for the Uruk Scouts. From there, we go into round 1 priority.
Goes to the evil. Any heroics to call before you get kicked off?
Not for myself.
No, I want to conserve my might. The drum will go, but no might being spent. 11-inch moves for the Uruk-hai.
Nice.
Already sensing that the bolt thrower is going to be a potential issue, even though there's night fighting rules at play, Matt's already moving away from the woods and towards the palisades, though this move could really have been done in setup. In response, Nathan's using a sort of pincer movement to move his knights to the right and his riders of Rohan to the left, but I suspect with all of the Uruk-hai heading towards the palisades, those knights are going to be left out in the open. But it does open up a channel of fire for the bolt thrower.
This is where I find out if skipping swift reload would work or not. 3. So 3 shots, and they're going to go into these arrows here. 6 is the hit. None.
I suspect that may be typical of the shooting throughout this night fighting scenario, so it's on to priority.
4, B-sign, 5.
We say 5, so good takes priority.
Yeah, I'm not in range to charge yet, so the drum will be sounding.
Okay. But no march.
No march.
Okay.
Good moves first, taking Faramir and the knights further away from the palisades and potentially stranded on their own. And although Matt is slightly tempted to engage them early on, he rightly carries on with his idea of pushing his whole force towards the Rohan hiding behind the palisades.
Okay, I believe that's all my movement.
Okay.
Another unsuccessful shooting turn later, and it's priority once again.
6.
That guarantees the evil
sure.
move, I think, yeah.
Yep.
Any heroics from the good side, though?
There will not be, no, because you're just out of range of Faramir anyway, aren't you?
I'm going to go ballsy, it'll stop some charges. This fella here can go 8 and he can tag both of these.
Yeah, nice. Yep.
Matt is taking advantage of these riders of Rohan and the captain who are clearly out of position, but in doing so he's committing an awful lot to this flank. Could this be a mistake, seizing the opportunity so soon? He also toys with the idea of charging Faramir, but wisely pulls his archers half move back through the woodland and everyone else redeploys. Again, Matt's focusing on moving over to those palisades, getting the captain and maybe Beregond as his hero targets.
This we're just going to charge this orc two-handed guy. I will throw a spear on the way in.
Of course.
Misses.
I think he's going to do the same. No, he's not, because he can't throw into the same guy, can he? He's going to sword and charge this spearman. And again, throw a spear on the way in. He hits.
Okay. Only defense 4.
With +1.
That'll do it.
Must kill him, yeah. So he'll finish his move. So those two have charged, they get the +1 strength this turn.
Yeah.
So there's no shooting from these guys, so I'm going to reposition them slightly.
I'm sorry, Nathan, but this is unequivocally a bad move. Yes, you could be shooting in a couple of turns, but with the restricted range of your bows, it's unlikely they're going to be doing much damage from afar. And in the meantime, you're leaving a captain and 4 riders of Rohan to take on pretty much all of Matt's army.
Having guarded completely the wrong gate, I'm just going to redeploy and bring them over here.
Nathan moves in for the kill with his Faramir-led Knights of Minas Tirith warband and the Warriors of Minas Tirith 2 trying to head off the Uruk-hai at the palisades, and then into a thriller of a shooting phase.
No.
So, the first combat phase.
Because Nathan's captain doesn't have the charge bonuses, he opts not to call the heroic combat, so then we go straight into normal fights.
Let's start with the Uruk-hai.
Uruk-hai and the captain,
Yeah, I'll be shielding with the Uruk-hai.
Okay. Captain will strike normally, I guess.
So 6.
6. Captain does not. That's fine. I'll take the loss and back off there as you shielded.
Just buying some time until more guys can get in.
Yeah.
And then the Orc in blue, shielding as well.
Yep. Two for this guy because he charged, 1 for this guy because he was charged. Get the 5.
So he's in trouble.
Yeah, so he's prone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Burarum 6.
Burarum.
And then my two-handed fella in there. Oh, he's got
Down
6.
for 5.
Ooh, it's
B-side
a
6
B-side
this
6
Yeah.
as well. He's on the deck.
Also prone. And a 6 again from the
He's
B-side.
gone.
Outperforming them.
So bloodthirsty first turn, but
Yeah.
there's a flood of Urukai coming through that gap.
3 orcs down.
6. Rohan Captain will spend a point of might for a heroic move.
I will counter with Snaga.
A key roll-off here which decides if the cavalry get their charge bonuses or not.
Goes good.
It's not quite death on the Pelennor fields, but these charges could swing the combats Nathan's way. Disappointing lack of spearage there.
Yeah.
He's just here, so I think he's just going to shuffle like a millimetre up to Ugluk. Snaga has just done his little shuffle. For animosity, I now have an orc and an Urukai in that same fight.
Yep, that makes sense.
I'm going to send Ugluk into this fight for the same reason.
Yeah, I don't think there's no risk there.
The rest of Matt's move sees the orcs and Urukais flood through past Snaga to start surrounding some of those Rohan riders. Not this turn because of the move off and the unfortunate placement of Snaga blocking the gateway, but it's still enough to get a lot of bodies on that side of the palisade. Elsewhere, he starts shimmying back and making sure he's got some bow shots in range, but he's out of range of those fearsome Minas Tirith knights led by Faramir. Nathan's move starts with Éowyn and the Royal Guard shuffling up, and Faramir charging headlong into Orc Bowman.
And he didn't kill him in the film. Put him out of action.
You're not wrong.
And show his quality by charging and losing a horse. And then when he's on foot, you're going to underestimate his capabilities, I think.
The rest of the warriors trundle up behind Faramir's death charge, but sadly, Beregond and the Citadel Guard aren't feeling too keen for combat. I think this is a mistake on Nathan's part. They're unlikely to get so many shots off because of so many combats happening. Their fight for could be essential.
Okay, both fire. So I'll definitely start with these two guys at the front here. They'll definitely go for Faramir.
Mm-hmm.
Nada. These 3 fellas here will also try for Faramir's horse. Or himself. No. This ain't going well. These 2 guys do have a clear shot on Faramir. No in the waste for my own guys. Absolutely nothing.
Just this. So it's going to be 1 shot.
1 shot.
That's what it takes. 1 shot into this guy.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
Oh, it hits.
It gets him.
Kills.
+1. There we go.
So on to our combats.
Yes.
I'm going to spend a point of might on Ugluk to do a heroic combat.
Okay.
Ugluk's dice first.
Okay.
He's got 2 attacks. There's the 6.
He gets a 6.
Yeah.
No point rolling anyone else, is there? Is
Um,
he trapped? I think he probably is because he can't back out.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's why he should.
Okay. Again, we'll give Ugluk the glory.
Yeah. He gets +1 for animosity.
He does indeed.
Okay.
So all against a rider.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
That would do.
Smashes him.
One dead rider.
They get to move on.
There was, I think, 4 guys in that fight.
Yeah.
So 2 orcs, an Urukai and a Ugluk.
So we'll get involved there. And there. And then I'm hoping... About 3 down to there. He can just touch base. This the archer that was in there might not quite. I don't think he's gonna. Oh, he can jump into that one.
Yeah.
Okay. My priority wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do this one as this guy's now also trapped.
Yep.
So I've got 3 orcs in there, 3 orc archers.
I'll just give you a target of...
It's a big boo roll of 6.
There we go.
So the red dice being the 2 Urukai, grey being the orcs.
There's 6.
Sixes, you get the fight 4.
Mm-hmm. Drag him down.
For the second. There's a
That'll do
6s.
it.
Yeah, I think string 4 looking for 5s down to 4s on the big... everyone, I suppose.
I'll keep working my way along, so I'll do Ugluk and his Urukai mate now.
Okay. Can do more.
Ooh,
B-side
6
this
times
time.
6.
Ugluk on the red.
Yep.
Ooh.
5.
Banner reroll?
I do have the banner, let's do it. No.
So Ugluk can't spend the might either, can he? Or he could spend 2 points of might to win the fight. Because he got the 4.
Yeah, because he's only on 4. You charged, didn't you?
Yes, he'll be prone. He's your leader, isn't he?
He is my leader.
Back into that horse. He's quite deadly.
Yeah, because what, you'll have two attacks at strength 4?
4.
4 attacks. Strength
4 strikes.
Yeah,
Oh wow, yeah.
'cause he's on the floor.
Charged and prone.
I might go for the Urukai, but I will go for an Urukai, but probably not the warrior.
That's, 2 wounds and 1 fate on Ugluk.
Mm-hmm.
He could easily get blitzed here because it's strength 4, so you need 5s. This sucks. I'm gonna spend the double might to win the fight.
That's out of might.
I'll get. He is out of might.
Okay.
Fingers crossed, I get the kill now here as well, just to.
Oh yeah, you've got the room for it all.
This is the roll for it. Ugluk's still in red. There's a 6 at least. Yeah.
But he's out of might, yes.
He's completely out of might.
Okay.
What an absolutely enormous swing for Matt. He's already spent 1 on his heroic combat, so now completely out of might on what is essentially a very fragile leader, even at 600 points. Ugluk is going to be in dire straits if he's caught unawares. Luckily though, Matt's been playing the deployment game a bit better than Nathan, I think. Nathan's force is so hodgepodge and spread out all over the battlefield. Beregond is still hanging back when I think he should really be getting stuck in. But we'll see. Could that loss of might be enough to swing it?
2 Urukai against your captain.
Yes.
I will fight as normal. Fainting will be in red.
So another 6.
Okay, I have the banner. So, unfortunately not.
Close but not enough.
So I will back up.
That's fine. So I'll put the first set of strikes into the one with the shield.
Yep.
So he's going to be gone with a strength 5 for the
Yes.
charge, and then leaves me.
Yeah,
yeah,
4.
yeah,
Strength
4,
5
yeah,
against
yeah.
defense 4. Yeah.
At the start of the turn, I wouldn't have wanted to lose that many riders, but at the cost of all that might to Ugluk, I think it makes sense. It's a worthy payoff, I think.
Yeah, I think in terms of the bodies, I'm 6 guys down for 3 riders in total now. I think I'm fine with that, but yeah, like I say, at the cost of 3 might from the leader, maybe that wasn't a great trade-off for me. Again.
Fresh from his kills, he's going to call a rogue move.
I think the charge is definitely going to go into Ugluk, but I think I'm going to allow that.
Nathan's plan is to charge his Fight 4 captain directly into Ugluk. If he gets the win and kills Ugluk, it could mean victory points. But Matt surrounds him with lots and lots of Urukai and Orcs, and the Rohan captain is unsupported here. He might have been better retreating and joining in the fray when Éowyn arrives fully.
Faramir's not causing terror, is he?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not ever.
Not ever. No, not really.
On the opposite side of the palisades, the Urukai are charging into the knights before they get to have their lance bonuses and so on. It's a shrewd move from Matt, but will Faramir show his worth?
This real guard is going to charge this Urukai and throw a spear at him as he goes. It hits. And he's going to get him. Nails him. Which should... enough move to get out of the way. This guy is going to charge in and help out. This guy can't throw a spear because he risks hitting the banner bearer there.
Nathan moves up his royal guard to support the Minas Tirith warriors and even talks about getting Beregond in to support Éowyn. It's looking like finally Nathan's bringing his army together. Before we move on to the shoot phase.
He hits.
Round of applause for the other Urukai.
Okay.
He fails.
Poison.
You've already got enough bonuses. Use those on.
2 more archers, these fellas here.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be shooting into these front 2 guys.
Fine, yep.
1 more hit. And then, what are you defense 7 because you're in a shield wall
Yes.
currently?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm strength 3, so I need 6s, but plus 1. For...
Yep.
Oh, there's
you
a
get the 6 anyway.
The guy at the front, I guess.
Yeah.
And then this far guy here, he'll shoot this one.
Okay.
And, another hit. And then I just have 1 more orc bow shot round here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he might actually go for the lady herself, with an in the way, of course.
Nasty,
for a royal
nasty.
guard.
They're orcs, they're going to play by the same rules. 4, that definitely doesn't hit on an orc bow that's moved.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot back at you.
I'll start with the royal guard here. So those two are going to put spears into the front orcs.
They fail miserably, but how will the Citadel Guard do?
5. Right. 5 normal guys first into these guys. Hitting on 4s. So 1, 2, 3 hits. And
2 kills.
2 kills, yes.
Okay, so is it these 2 orcs?
Strength 3 as well.
Strength 3, yes, yeah. And then Baragon will give it a go. He's going to miss though. And then we'll get to the bolt thrower, which is going to get 5 shots this turn.
Oh wow.
I try and kill these 2.
Yeah.
And if I get really lucky,
It will spill over.
we'll spin it into those orcs as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. So needing 6s though.
That's 2.
2 6s. Yes, 2 6s. So that's enough for the 2 bowmen that I want. And 2 dead. Because the +1.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go. Right, 30 points. It's nearly paid for itself. It's halfway there. And that is all my shooting.
So, straight into the combat phase then, I suppose. Any heroics to declare for anyone?
I think I want to chew through some knights. I think Malher's going to spend one of his 2 points of might for a heroic combat. Because he's on a 1-on-1 in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's do that. Point of might off Malher for the combat.
Yep.
Okay, so Malher has 3 attack space.
Too high.
I've only got 1 attack though.
Oh,
it's a 4.
It's a 4. No banner for Malher there. And he
No.
doesn't have the might to help him.
He does
He
not,
just
yeah.
spent his,
He's,
loses the combat.
Yeah.
Botches the heroic as well. That's unlucky.
Can I get a wound? No, I cannot get a wound, but that's okay. We'll shove him off a bit.
okay, that's a definite trap. Go on,
Yes.
let's see what happens over there. Let's see if that captain is a real thorn in my side.
So I charged you, so I do get the bonus attack. A 3 high does not look good, does
I
it?
will begin with just Ugluk's dice.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's got it. And again, we'll give Ugluk first dibs. He's trapped. 4's from Ugluk's dice. But there's 2.
2 wounds.
Um,
I'll spend his fate, which he passes.
okay, so he's on
Hurrah.
1 left.
1 left, yep.
Okay, so then I've got 1, 2. Well, here's the 4 from the orcs. The 2 orc archers in there. There's a 6.
There's a 6.
Is that
yeah.
enough to do it?
Yeah, easy.
Strength 3. Yeah.
I think that's a 6 regardless of
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
animosity. Let's do the banner combat just on the off chance I can take out the banner.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah, just 1 lone Uruk archer.
Okay. So I'm -1 on the purple for the banner. So down to a 4.
You've got,
Oh, well, I can banner the royal guard
Yeah,
to still a 4.
still a 4.
so it's a draw.
Draw.
So my priority, so
Yes.
1 to 3 goes to Eagle.
Mhm.
No.
Goes good.
Am I trapped in there perhaps?
Okay.
That'll do it.
5 would do it, wouldn't it?
Almost. We'll leave Faramir to last, I think. Let's do this archer fighting the 2 knights.
Yes.
I did charge you at least.
Yes, you did, yeah.
So.
Ooh.
One.
Get the 6.
Not trapped.
No. But
Double
he's not
1.
dead.
So,
Also
nothing.
ones. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Stop the charge, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Exactly. Right, now I have a 2-handed orc, 2 regular orcs, and a Urukite with a spear support on Faramir. So the spear support and the 2 regular orcs. I've got a 6.
You've got the 6 you need. Okay.
Yeah.
Hoorah,
Yes.
Gets the 6, takes the win.
There is a... Yes, so I'm going to hit the Urukai and not get him. Strength 4. Defense 5, isn't it, for the Urukai?
Yeah.
I hit the Urukai again and a 4 again. No.
I'm obviously pleased that the Rohan captain went down. That's a hero down, which is important, and my leader's unscathed. But yeah, in this Faramir fight, really could have done with Malher chopping through 2 guys maybe.
Was he going to heroic combat into Faramir?
No, I reckon probably into the banner, actually.
4. Goes to good.
Goes to the good side for the first time in a while.
I will call with Grishnak.
Faramir is going to have to challenge that, I think.
Goes good. That's all of the roll-offs have gone good, I think.
So he's going to get these two, but not these guys. So yes, this lot. Include no, not these three at the back. Okay. I think straight away Faramir has to go for Malher. This warrior Rohan will charge this Urukai and throw a spear on his way in. But miss. Yeah, that's great. He will charge him with a lance here. He will charge with a lance here. And orc here. Banner is going to come for this orc as well. If they can get tails and feet out the way. He can swim around to this orc. Not him, he can't move yet. And this one can also come and help out against this orc here. You should get most of them.
Yeah, so drummer's not. So it is everyone just in this.
Yeah, cool.
Who obviously hasn't been tagged.
Rotten luck for Matt here because Grishnak can't fit through the gap into combat, leaving his hero out of the fray once again.
No, fine. He'll just have to wiggle on the spot a little, I think. So who can I save? We'll definitely send in more guys against Faramir. Need those dice.
Matt responds by pushing as many bodies as he possibly can into those charging knights to make sure he wins the combat.
So that's my heroic move complete.
But the warriors of Minas Tirith are ready to countercharge.
So this Rogard is going to charge this Urukai and throw a spear into his head. Hits, but not kill. Click that one as well. And then this Rogard is going to do exactly the same into this Urukai here. Hits him and kills him.
Kills him.
But did not have the move for that one, so he can tuck in to this one here.
This is very.
She's going to charge this Urukai under the palisade there.
Nathan finishes off by moving his bolt thrower to behind the palisades to try and get some shots off on Ugluk in a future turn. But crucially, he leaves Beregond out of the mix once again, along with his Citadel Guard. And we round things off with the final moves from Matt's non-heroic moves, including the countercharge by Ugluk and some stragglers.
But it seems a waste to have Ugluk not doing anything. So your Royal Guard will fight 4?
Yes.
So I still have the fight value, so he will go into the Royal Guard at least. He needs to help out. I think I will throw in a Spear Orc into the fight. Hopefully we can get some might off her, and then I can throw in other heroes later when she's depleted.
It's probably a smart move.
Let's try and
Get when she's
maximise.
tired.
God, we really come off as a cowardly force, don't we? He'll wrap around instead. We'll feed some guys. Feed some guys in.
Yes, there's no shooting from me this turn.
Okay.
Any evil shooting?
I don't believe so.
Combats then.
I think Faramir's going to have to strike.
So Faramir's got the charge, he's got the strike.
Right, we're going to start with Eowyn. So 2 attacks for Eowyn. So she
Big
gets a 6.
She escapes.
Fight 5.
A grisly end there.
And she's going to cook some Urukai. No. Royal Guard on Ugluk.
Yeah, and he's got a mate with him. No.
So Royal Guard gets a 5.
Okay, Ugluk on red. Ooh, I do have the banner.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Thank
Go.
God. I think you might be trapped there.
Yes.
There's a
6, does it? Yep. Get the 5.
And then 2 wounding. So red fainted. No.
He'll strike up to a 10. Faramir, so he's up against Malher and these guys.
Yes. Yeah.
He has got the mega fight now. But he rolls a 3.
Okay, you've got a banner in there.
I've got a banner, yes.
Do you want to do that or see what I get?
I'll see what you get.
Fair. So, 3 red dice from Mal here. There's a 6.
Oh dear, okay.
Faramir.
Banner needing 6, it's a 4. Do not have the might to win that one.
Right, you're not trapped. You've got a nice path out of there. Some pesky Duridan done that for me. 4's from Mal here, and then I'll roll the other guys separately. So obviously all going for Faramir on top.
Yeah.
2 4s.
Okay.
I have a single orc in. There's an orc and a spear, so I'll roll them together now. A 6 should be excess strength 3.
Strength 3,
yeah.
6 is fine, yeah.
And then there is a single Urukai fighting in there as well, so it'll be this reddish dice. No, so 3 wounds total.
So I'll use the 2 points of fate together. So it passes both of those and takes a wound.
So Faramir, the leader, is wounded. He failed his charge. He didn't prove his worth.
We're with this guy here against your 3. Yep.
So
I'm going to shield. Give you a target of
6.
There's a 6.
Okay, so my piercing strike orc, my Urukai, and my spear.
Cool. So they will back off. That's handy. It's going to clear some space. Maybe. Probably not. This spearman on your 2-handed guy. 5.
Okay.
4. And a 5.
I think I'm trapped.
Yeah, you can anyway.
Yeah.
Knight and 3 warriors here against your.
The bow with the spear.
4 high. Got the 5. I do have a banner. Which is a 6.
Nice.
Ooh, run.
Need to get some.
I'm dropping bodies faster.
Yeah. You need to now. With Faramir wounded and bleeding.
Go with this knight on this orc.
I will shield on that orc
Okay.
in that case.
Yep, makes sense. 4 high. And another 6.
God, I need my banner to get over here.
Yes.
So we'll go with this one against 3 4.
The 2-handed will be on the red dice.
Okay.
Got
So you've got 6.
Got high fight.
You got the high fight, yeah. So
of course.
Yep.
So I'll roll all these glorious dice together.
that's
6
there.
is on the 2-handed.
We'll do the 2 row guard on your Eric over this side.
I will shield with him.
Okay. Nope, you win anyway. Oh, go with the banner, don't I? No.
Back off, he says.
Yeah. Leaving just 1 more combat. So my banner against your single orc.
Okay.
You've got 6, so you win because I've got a -1 for a banner.
On the rider.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, that's
Piercing
fine.
strike won't hit that.
Worth a go though.
Absolutely.
It does mean because of that knight dying, this banner is quite exposed.
Despite Faramir losing 2 fate points along with a wound and a might point, this turn wasn't a disaster for the good side. They have still got some momentum, they've got some kills in the right places, but crucially with the Rohan captain gone, the evil side is in the lead for the kill tally of heroes, which is what this scenario is all about, and the good side haven't even really touched any of the heroes yet. It could come all down to whether Éowyn or Faramir do any significant damage in the next turns, but both are very fragile as we go into priority.
Yes.
Okay.
2.
I will call another with Grishnak.
Faramir's going to spend his last point of might to challenge that. 1, 2, 3. Evil.
Yeah.
Goes to evil.
First evil roll off. Secured.
He will call with me.
Yeah.
So
Pile in now.
he will charge up and hit this fellow here.
With no cavalry charge and no lance bonus, Faramir is in serious trouble here, with a sea of Urukai and orcs all mobbing those remaining royal guard and the couple of warriors and knights of Minas Tirith. The big question here for me is, when are Beregond and the Citadel Guard going to come out of their defensive position and help out the rest of their army? Will they just stand and watch as their friends die?
This row guard is going to try and charge this Urukai and throw a spear at him on the way in. But it misses. But he can swing round and tag these 2. Éowyn will be brave and charge these 2.
Although the Royal Guard try and squeeze in to help out as best as they can, they can't even fit into some of the gaps, and meanwhile The orcs keep spilling around the edges, getting the traps and crucially gaining their animosity bonus for having both orcs and urukais in the combat. That +1 to wound will soon crack through these knights and warriors of Minas Tirith. And disappointingly, Nathan still hasn't clocked that almost 100 points or maybe more of his army are sitting right at the back of the board, basically just watching. To be fair to him, Matt is also making a similar error with his 2 orc warrior archers. Granted, they're not Beregond, a hero, and multiple Citadel Guard who are fight for and therefore pretty handy in a tight spot, but this is something actually lots of players I find make the same error with. Archers aren't just there to shoot bows. In fact, often they're left really far behind, maybe in the hope that in some future turn they may be able to plink off a couple of arrows and get some kills, when actually they're just as good at getting stuck in and stabbing some folk in the eyes with their blades. Worth a bosh.
He's the only guy anyone can target.
I think so.
So this can't shoot through that. Probably this guy onwards.
Yeah.
So we'll go with these 3. 1 hit. That's a 4 for 5. Yes,
That's
that
yeah,
does get him.
defense 4.
Fight phase then. Anything to declare, chaps?
Let's start with Eowyn. Fight 5 gets a 3 high.
That's a 6.
She's in trouble.
She is. Yep, she hasn't got the might to. Yep.
4, so plus the 1, yeah, so the 3 does make it.
So 3 wins.
Yep.
So
Two fate,
she has 2 fate. I'll roll them straight away. She's going to fail them both. Because there's another wound coming through. It's 3 wounds total, so she has to spend all of the might to survive. So she's down to 1 wound. She's in the same state as Faramir now.
Okay.
We'll go with the Royal Guard now.
Fair.
On a 4. Probably not worth it.
Yeah.
Gets the 6.
Yep.
We really should get the kill here. No animosity, they're all okay. Yeah. It's a 5. That should do it.
So I'm going to go with the 2 Royal Guard and Minister of Spearmen against this urukai.
He's a veteran shieldsman, so he'll go again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Veteran
That's what you want.
shieldsman indeed.
The banner's there though, so but not enough. Yep, that's fine.
That's 2 turns in a row. He should have himself
Yeah,
in victory, isn't he?
Every game there's always one guy that can just...
He's blocked up that space quite nicely. Yeah, let's do Faramir next.
It's a biggie.
Right, Malheur on the red, because he does have a point of might. That's a 6.
Got the 6.
6 for the roll off.
Faramir needs the 6 now.
Ah,
Banner's there though. Tried, but not.
Ouch.
He's got 1 wound left.
Okay, you're not trapped.
But you do have the animosity in there because you've got the orc, haven't you?
Yeah.
So Malheur strength 5, looking for 5s down to 4s.
And there's a 6.
Yeah,
That's it. Faramir has proven his lack of worth.
Okay, that's left a big gap. We'll go with this knight against Grishnak.
Grishnak on red.
A 3 high. I do have a banner.
I do not have a banner.
Banner to a 1. Yeah, that's it. The heart's gone out of them now with Faramir falling.
So this is animosity.
We'll do this knight against just the Uruk bowman here.
Yeah, you send in that spear into the other guy.
Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
And that gets a 4.
Okay. Nothing I can do about that.
Can I kill an Uruk? No, I cannot. 1 War of Minas Tirith against your 2 orcs. So he gets a 4, but the banner is...
Big 6. He's got the fight value as well, haven't you? Or no, it's just against 2 orcs. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, so the banner... No, not enough.
Dice betraying you there, Nathan.
Yeah, it's falling apart now. Yeah, he's down.
Christ. Brutalising him.
Hashtag orcs win games.
1 and 1 here.
Yep.
My minister against your Uruk bowman at the back.
Oh,
That's
God.
6.
It's a lot of 6s in a row there.
There's this one here. And another 6.
Ooh, that must be 4 or 5 6s in a row.
I am using different dice, I would like to say.
We'll do this one here. So 2 on 2. 6.
Another 6.
Yeah.
Too far away from the banner there.
Yep.
Oh,
Another 6
6 again.
Mm-hmm.
Takes
Any
down one of the
preference?
dudes.
The guy furthest out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, is that
Slightly depleted line there.
just the banner then? The banner is the 3.
Down
Current,
to
down to 2 currently.
No, you can win it with a 6 or a 5.
Oh, another 2.
And then animosity is kicking in on this.
Yeah, it's just going to hurt.
Back him away
rider.
into that guy. You can keep it.
Can mounted guys take it?
Doesn't get him anyway.
Okay.
An absolutely devastating turn for the good side there. There's only about 4 models left for the good side to break, and it's somewhere close to double figures for the evil side to break. It just seems that the Uruk-hai just kept rolling 6s for all those fights. Yes, they had the fight advantage and, of course, the number advantage as well, but still, it feels like Faramir and the Knights didn't particularly deserve their grisly end. On to the next turn.
I got a 3 for priority.
3. Another 3.
So it goes to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
last time. Any heroics? Baragon has a point of might, but he's out of the picture,
he's
isn't
got no current. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll let you do what you need to do.
Because Baragon's so far out the fight, there's no chance of helping the Knights get their charge, or even the Royal Guard get their throwing spears, so that wave of Ugluk scouts becomes a tsunami. It crashes around all of the Minas Tirith warriors that are remaining alongside the Knights and those Royal Guard, and poor old Éowyn is surrounded once again by a mighty bunch of orcs and Uruk-hai.
And then, what to do with that lone Uruk-hai? Does he die a hero? Charge the enemy. Let's do it. How about you? And these 2 little orcs are really doing nothing. It's time to... They'll run the gauntlet.
Matt's played an absolute blinder here. He's now boxed Baragon and his gang in, so they can't help any of the rest of Nathan's army out, meaning Nathan has to send his bolt thrower into the action, which, let's face it, isn't going to help much in close combat.
We'll start with the lone Uruk charging the archer. I'll just fire as normal there.
4.
4. Here we go. A 3.
5 to wound. No.
Éowyn?
Yeah.
Fine. Éowyn
She gets the 6 and wins the fight.
I can't do that. Yes.
Can't do anything about that. Yeah, he's fight 4. He's just an orky
Well,
orc.
in that case, we're going to go for Snarga because he's been sneaking about.
And he's got might still as well, hasn't he? So
He went for it and
Guess a wound.
Guess a wound. Yeah.
I'm going to take the wound on Snarga. I want to keep his fate and might for that sort of mental game, knowing he's all stocked up still.
Congratulations to Éowyn, though.
Yeah.
Proving that she is the better fighter than her husband.
This one here.
Okay. And fight Moonlight.
Same.
Yeah.
3.
So the Royal Guard takes it.
5.
Takes him out.
Yeah.
It's a little orc down.
And then this same one here.
Same again. Yep.
It's an archer this time.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Ooh! The fight. It's a draw.
That's fight 4. Okay. Grey dice to the side. 1 to 3 me. No.
Goes good.
There you go.
It's a boo-rah run.
There we go. Holding that gate.
Well, I need a victory, so I'll go with my steadfast shield guy here.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there is a draw. You've got the banner there, though, surely.
There's the banner.
I think yours is, yeah.
Yeah.
Feels good.
I really hope it's a 1.
Oh, curse you. There's a roll off.
It is a roll. Okay, come on. 1 to 3. Yeah.
Yeah, the shielding dude lives to fight another day.
He's insane.
He has been doing very
These
well.
guys can back off.
He's going to get upgraded to a Hoplon shield at this rate. Okay.
This in combat.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that one at the back now.
Yeah. 2.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 6
Takes
coming
it.
back.
Can't win.
No.
Kills.
So he's backed off.
I'll split it so it's 2 and 2.
Yeah.
And I've got 2-handed in here, so 2-handed on red against that far one.
3.
Okay, I've got the 5.
Goes to you.
Oh,
Four rolls.
the banner is kind of important now. So I've got 3 Uruk-hai in there.
I'll give you a target of a 1. I'll use the banner right away.
Ooh,
Okay.
6 down to a 5.
For 5, so I've done what I can.
Okay, so
Gets the 5. That's
You
enough for the
still
Uruk-hai
got
there,
the
yeah.
Uruk-hai,
Yeah.
yes.
yeah.
Very good. Yeah. No one to pass it on to because he's in combat.
Oh, that is all. That's 5 6s in there. I hope I don't use them all up.
2 orcs,
Yeah, use 1 knight, yeah. 3.
No banner for me, so that's all yours. There's a defense 4 spear and a defense 5 shield and sword.
It's 5s either
Or
way.
shield and
Yeah.
pick.
I'll go for the spear, because the spear supporters. Doesn't matter.
Grishnak, Malher, and an orc on.
A target of a 2 to beat.
Okay. Let's try Malher first.
There it is.
There it is. And we'll give him the guy. Does a strength
Yeah,
5?
yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, it's looking bad. There was a moment of hope when Éowyn fought off the sneaky snagger, and then the Royal Guard did their job at the gate. So it's not over yet, but it's going to be tight. I need to roll a lot more 6s than I have been.
I'm in a pretty good spot right now. I think I'm 4 off breaking, so I could really do with not being too reckless, because that's a big point to swing if I don't. But yeah, if I can, but I've got to get down to quarter, so I think I probably will break before the end.
6.
Goes good then. Any heroics from the evil side, Matt?
I don't think I will. I don't think I need to. It's just there's a couple of guys there, but I think I've got enough bodies to swarm, and I've got the fight values where I need. So
This Royal Guard is going to charge this Urukai and try and get lucky with some spears. So it hits, but does not kill. It's him. He is going to charge this one, do exactly the same thing. So swing around here and throw a spear at him. And
Hits. Ooh, and he gets him.
uh-oh,
which means
little antler dude's out.
I'll continue his move into
Onto
the
the drummer.
into the drummer. There we go.
Okay.
Leaving me. Let's have a look. Okay. This Royal Guard next is going to go for this Eric Bowman. Throwing a spear.
Oh,
Hits.
looking for 5s, isn't it?
So puts him into combat there. And then this one is going to try and charge Malher
Ooh.
and throw a spear at him. Hits.
Big hit on Malher. Oh, it's a wound on Malher. Malher has a fate left, I believe.
He does. 50-50. Come on, let's save it.
Oh, he's not. He's not got enough might to help himself out. So Malher is down a wound and a fate.
Yes.
It's interesting.
And then this guy is going to tag this one here. Éowyn. She's going to go for Ugluk here.
She double charging both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? So he's going to swing around to here. Cool. That's all my movement.
Over to the evil force.
Okay. So
This hasn't moved, so it can fire. It's starting to spin it.
right. Okay. So let's maximise. I want to save Mal here because that is a scary prospect now. So I think Grishnak will join him because there's more might, more dice in there. So.
Despite the excitement over Malher taking a spear to the head and losing one of his final remaining wounds, it's fair to say that he's probably not in trouble unless something absolutely crazy happens. He's now got heroes helping him out, and the rest of the Urukai and the Orcs are swarming around the remaining bedraggled Minas Tirith and Rohan warriors. It's looking like an uphill struggle for Nathan.
I think that's everything moved. So I might save the mic just to really guarantee I can win the fight.
We're going to start with Éowyn. Let's see what she can do.
It's not bad. She's got a 5.
5 is okay.
Ugluk gets a 5 as well, so it's at least a draw.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do Snarger next. He has might to spend, so...
So it is just the 5 at the moment, but you could banner one of Snagger's dice hoping for a 5 or a 6 to spin the might.
Banner Snarger's 1.
Okay.
Right.
So it's a draw currently.
I think that's worth 2 might, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's got no fate left, so
4 dice for Ugluk.
she's gone.
There's a 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so 3 on 1. Get a 6.
Shielding. You got it.
Yeah. So
First trap.
first wave attacks. No.
I need a 5.
No.
Ooh, that's unlucky.
Need that gap open, but We'll go with the knight next because he charged. Yep. 3 high. 6. Yep.
Goes to the Uruks.
Yep. Very trapped.
So I'll do the 2 Uruks first, fainting on the red. Wow.
Yep.
There it is.
And on the
Fate
6.
worked.
Remember your special strikes, people.
Yeah. Oh, we'll do the spearman against your 2 orcs here.
2-handed. And 2 regular guys.
5. 4 goes to you. This way.
4 won't do it.
No. We'll do this royal guard against the bowman there.
1-on-1.
Yeah. A 1.
1-on-1 with a 1.
Oh dear.
It's him down.
Yep, strength 4, isn't it?
Yeah. That's you broken then, I think, isn't it,
Almost
Nathan?
certainly, yeah. We'll do this spearman 2 orcs, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll fight normally with that.
A 5.
Strong. 5. It's a
It's
draw because they're both
draw,
fight 3.
Banners over there. Oh, sure.
Goes to evil.
6s.
Okay. Royal guard on Uruk here.
Just one guy.
Gets the win. And
Gets
6. That's that shielding one, is it?
Oh no, it is. That's it. He's better.
He forgot to shield.
Oh, it was.
Do my royal guard against your drummer and Uruk there.
Yeah, I believe the drummer is just
It's just a normal Uruk,
stat,
basically.
Yeah.
A 2.
No 4.
Oh god, in trouble. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
down.
Royal guard. This incredibly brave royal guard who has already thrown a spear into Malha's face.
Oh yeah, so he could kill Malha this turn, couldn't he?
Good.
Not
He
the
won't
one
though.
can.
Ooh,
Yes, he can.
that's another Royal Guard down.
Another turn of devastating losses for Nathan there. He's now broken completely, and that means courage checks next turn. And with a lack of heroes still kicking about, he's not going to get any stand fast, or certainly very little. But it's not all lost yet, because Matt is also very similarly close to his breaking point. Just 2 models for him to break, and because he's not actually the Isengard army, he's Ugluk Scouts Legendary Legion, he does start taking courage checks at 50% rather than 33%. And I've definitely seen orcs run away pretty quickly in the past. Who knows where this could go as we go into priority.
Oh, it goes to the good side, which means courage checks, Nathan.
I will not be calling any.
So Faramir's dead, so Berrigond does need to test.
Yep,
Berrigond's
loves it.
Berrigond's going to stay still. These guys are going to get the job done. Siege veteran. Also
Loves it.
fine, so that's staying around. Royal Guard, testing. 6. Ooh. No, courage 3. War of Minas Tirith here. He's having that.
Absolutely loves it.
And he's going to charge Malha.
Might as well.
Good man.
Oh, Spearman there.
He's
he's
fine,
gone.
isn't he? Because he's got he's got
Oh, he's +1
courage,
because
yeah.
of Minas Tirith, yep. And he'll charge Grishnak. Because why not? And is that everyone? No one's left over here. Yes. Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Not a bad turn for the good courage there, and they do get some charges off on the heroes, so there is a slither of hope for them to kill those heroes and get some victory points. Berrigond and his friends just trapping that Urukai in the corner there. Meanwhile, Matt surrounds those who've been foolish enough to charge into the evil heroes.
No need to get them shot.
So my shooting. In the way for the fence. Hits the fence. Okay.
Combats then.
So we're going to start with this one. Because this guy should have died a couple of turns back. So 2 of my guys against 1 Uruk.
He will shield.
So get the 6.
So you've got the fainting, so re-rolling 1 for the purple, but he gets the
Doesn't
6 anyway.
Right, that's him down.
You may be squeezing towards the break.
We'll go for the other Citadel Guard against the 2 Uruks.
Ooh, 1.
5. No, so I did 5.
Yeah.
This guy against Malha. He gets a 3.
Malha's dice. Saves himself with the 4.
Looking for 5, yeah.
Yeah.
1 5 in there, gets it.
Yeah, so what you're looking for 5's normally down to 4s, isn't it, with the animosity?
And then
Of course.
one other guy. See if I can get Brishnak this time. A 4.
Get the win.
Sixes.
5.
Defense 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course we have. So that's priority then. Big 2. Go. So then
Goes to
the evil are moving first.
Sound the drum. So,
As we enter the final stages of the game, they're going to be rattling through these turns, and it is just a case of mopping up for Matt and making sure he quarters the good force. But there is a slither of hope. If Nathan manages to break the Uruk-hai scouts, then the heroes could all run away and leave Beregond and the siege veteran to take the victory. But it's a fool's hope.
Courage checks to take. We're going to start with the siege veteran. This turn anyway.
Loves it.
Yeah. Okay, and then these 4 guys still to test. So this one is fine. This guy also sticking around, so he stops at the fence, doesn't he? He's gone, so he's going to leave the table.
He's gone. Door.
With courage starting to fail the good side, it's into the fight phase.
We'll do the non-Beregond one first.
Okay.
Ooh.
3.
No
Not
kills
enough for
though.
kill.
I'm gonna shield with this next guy because just to avoid breaking this turn.
Yeah, makes sense. So Beregond is the end root dice.
Excellent. So 5 is a high bar. Oh,
4.
it's not.
Can't do anything about that.
With just 2 models to kill on the good side before the game completely finished, we're tantalisingly close to the finale here. But it's not all lost for Nathan just yet. If those evil guys do break and run, and I've seen these guys run pretty quickly before, it could all swing in those final throws of the game. Let's head to priority once more.
Okay.
Courage checks from Nathan then.
So we'll start with Beregond, who is all over it. Yep. So Beregond's going to charge here. He's going to charge here. Into here. These 2 into here. He's going to stay still because I might get a shot over something there. Siege veteran. Look
Double
at that. Double
six.
beats on 6.
Christ.
They exist.
He's pretty confident.
Yeah, he's having no fun. He's going to stay where he is because he's happy.
They're going to get
Right
some.
there.
Gatling gun through that wooden wall.
Yeah.
yeah, I can shield with these guys. Not commit to this one, I think. Let's go.
After the last couple of turns of having to shield against the Citadel Guard and try and hold the line beyond the palisades, Matt finally has some reinforcements so he can actually finish off these 2 Citadel Guard to end the game and take the victory.
Shooting, yeah.
This guy got a shot. I'll shoot into an orc. But miss.
2 of those are
How many shots do I get? 4 shots.
Okay, it's not bad.
So 4 shots into these 2. They'll miss.
You've got a point mine.
Don't point, don't I? Yeah,
If
so yeah,
it's worth
yeah,
it. Because it'll be hitting on. We're only on 2, isn't it?
Yes, so I will get a hit and a kill.
Which does break you, doesn't it?
It does, that is
Yeah, so probably the right decision, I think.
I think so.
That's it for my shooting.
Well, no need to shield now. Start with this one here.
Ooh, it's a draw. It's Matt rolling off. Goes to the good side. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Same combat, basically.
Fainting the make dice again.
6.
Also 6. Another roll off.
Draw. Gosh.
Oh,
Goes
no.
good this way. Oh,
Another 6.
kill.
Another kill. There we go.
Citadel Guard.
Might be a bit late.
And then Beregons. Got the spear in there as well. 6.
6. I'll spend a point Mike to draw the combat and go for the roll off.
Okay.
Ooh, it was paid off.
Can you get the kill?
He can. Look at that. Just carries on then.
Priority.
Oh, it's an evil priority then.
Okay, that's what we want.
So Matt is broken, so takes some courage checks, but all he actually needs to do is have Ugluk lop off an orc's head, and then he's got a 12-inch standfast that covers heroes as well, which means he doesn't actually have to take many courage checks at all. It's only Malher and his few friends over that side that will need to take their courage.
And then come on, Malher. Very nice.
Oh! He is out of there.
Doesn't have any.
Nothing
might.
you can do to
Will,
save that
yeah.
one. He's only got one might and one will, which is nowhere near enough, is it?
I think just throughout my games, Malheer routinely fails coverage checks for me.
I've got one guy to test who is gone.
What a dramatic move, or should we call it courage phase. No shooting, so straight into combat.
I'll do this one-on-one here.
That's yours.
No. Kill him in 5, I think.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, no shield for those guys either.
The siege vet next then.
Okay.
Won't need it. And then the last siege.
Yeah.
2. The U fight 3.
Fight 3 for those guys. Yeah,
normal warriors.
Yes. Kill him on a 5, I believe.
Yeah, I'll do it. That's probably 25%.
I'll try that spear guy against him. Baragon Dan his mate.
Yep. Yeah, you get the win.
Ooh. No.
Okay.
The one along there.
5.
Oh, actually, my banner's in range.
Yep,
there,
it's back
so.
now.
5.
Goes as a draw, roll off.
Okay. 1 to 3, mate. No.
Goes good again. Oh, that's good.
No. 1, 2. I think there's 1. I think
Big sick.
So needing 5s.
Get them both. So with those 2 final bloodthirsty kills, Ugluk Scouts take the win, giving Matt a very decisive victory of 8-4. He got more kills on the heroes, crucially, which was the main scorer of victory points in this scenario. He also broke the enemy and killed the leader, Faramir. Matt did very well to do this. Nathan did well, actually, to return fire to an extent. He did break the enemy in the final turn and does have one model hero remaining, Baragon, standing firm on the very final turn. And I think really the win comes down to simple model placement. Matt was just much better at keeping his army together as one single fighting force, despite the sort of, the fact that the orcs don't really get on with the Uruk-hai. Keeping them together gives you the animosity and allowed him to basically surround and trap each little contingent of Nathan's armies. Nathan led everything a little bit piecemeal, charging forward with his captain and rider of Rohan contingent. Probably not a great idea, leaving them unsupported, and he did a similar thing again with the Minas Tirith Hearth and also with the Royal Guard and Éowyn as well. So if he hadn't fed his army piecemeal to Matt, I think he'd have had a really good fighting chance, especially with the superior shooting. But alas, that's the way it goes. 8-4 to the evil side. Let's have a quick breakdown with the players and see what they thought of the match.
Good. Had a fun. It was a fun game. Faramir did what Faramir does, died in unglorious circumstances. I fought off a decent number of Uruk-hai, and that was cool. Éowyn didn't quite live up to her usual standards, but she did okay. But a fun game with some decent moments, and that's kind of all we hope for, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. Where do you think the plan fell apart? And I know you didn't have much of a plan to start with, but...
Yeah, the lack of a plan is certainly problematic. I think the Faramir fluffing earlier than I expected was definitely a factor. Possibly having too many points tucked away at the back, waiting for the Uruks when I could have gone for them and used more of that fight for in combat from the Citadel Guard. The Rohan Royal Guard did really well once they got the gate to fight back for a little bit and swing things slightly more, including getting a spear into Mal's face. So that's always good. So I think perhaps being slightly more aggressive with my more elite troops and maybe more defensive with the chaff, I suppose.
Yeah, and 8-4 is not a bad score in the end, considering you were quartered. I mean, you did. I think maybe keeping your guys back did help you retain some of those heroes, and of course you did end up breaking them, which is crucial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think in terms of staying alive, it helped. But it gave board control to the fastest moving troops, which was a problem. The knights getting bogged down weren't supported then by the fight force. So yeah, it's maybe the right thing to have done in terms of a plan, but perhaps in hindsight, not the best thing to have done for the course of the game.
Well done either way.
Yeah, thank you.
I thought my list was decent. There's not a great room for manoeuvring, building an Ugluk scout list, and I thought, and at that points level as well, I feel it's kind of the sweet spot for it. I feel I used the board well. I thought either fighting the knights out in the forest areas, because I've got rules for that, and it's actually bad rules for the knights. So I thought it was either that, or what I ended up doing was running towards the palisades, because I thought that both negates the cavalry-based movement and some of the shooting. So I thought that worked well, and then it was kind of a bit of a divide and conquer, taking on one part of the army at a time. Seemed to work quite well, and it allowed me, even though I did lose troops early on, I still kept the numbers up. And as you can see from the dice rolls, I had one round where I was rolling 6s constantly, but apart from that, it was the weight of dice that were winning those duels and doing the wounds as well. So that's what this list is about: numbers, swarming, traps, and I feel that works well.
Yeah, you're particularly right in terms of the divide and conquer aspect. You managed to take out the Rohan captain and his warband fairly early on, and then move on to Eowyn and her sort of remaining guys, and then Faramir. So it all it was like a steamroller basically, churned through.
Yeah, kind of, and it was split. There were kind of two like main sort of fronts of battle, but again, like with this list of 46 guys, I at 600 points. I had enough guys on each front to sort of keep the fight going enough in my favour. Yeah.
So 8-4 victory. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, very pleased. Trying desperately at the end to not get broken, but I think it was a little bit inevitable, especially once I had to run at the gun line type thing. But the Royal Guard and and once I got into the Citadel Guard, actually they proved quite a handful. So I was glad I killed some of the fight 3 guys first to get it in my favour.
So there you have it. Congratulations to Matt for his victory with Ugluk Scouts Legendary Legion, which it must be said is very good at this sort of points level. And hopefully we'll have more battle reports on the channel at some point down the line. They do take quite a long time to both film and edit together, but there will be plenty more stuff on the channel in the coming days and weeks. I've got lots planned ahead of the Osgiliath box set release. So if you are interested in watching more content here on Battle Games in Middle-earth, then please do like and subscribe and ding that bell, as the other YouTubers say. But also, if you feel like you want to support the channel in any other way, do head over to my Patreon page. The links are all down below, or you can buy me a coffee down there as well. It all goes towards buying kit and cameras and so on to make sure that the battle reports and future content on this channel and on Entmoot, my podcast, are as good as they possibly can be, and as regular as they can be. So thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you again very soon.